Hello. We're back again on Talk Shop. And you're following me from yesterday in Twaso. But you know Talk Shop. We tell it like it is and let the chips fall where the bloody hell may. Lampacho, if you agree, fine. If you don't, that's great. But I love your questions. I like your comments. And trust me, let me thank all of you out there because you're sending comments, plenty of them, very, very positive. And the negative ones, I'll do my best to explain if I have to. But that's not why we're here today. Today, I just want to continue where I left off, and right? And yesterday, I think my conversation was directed to those who are the handlers of presidents and vice presidents. And please keep in mind, right now as I see the president is His Excellency Addo. The vice president is His Excellency Bawumia. So you are the ones directly in the line of fire of what I'm talking about. But please understand that whoever is going to be handling Mahama, whoever is going to be handling Cheddar, whoever is going to be handling Goom, whoever is going to run for office, Kofi Kranting, Mepacho, whoever is going to be handling you needs to hear this. So I'm going to take a short commercial break. When I come back, I'm advising the handlers of the presidents, and not only them, media mechanism is enough or adequate information for all of us who want to communicate and communicate well. When I come back, you know, yesterday I left us saying that there's something called intent and there's something called impact in communications. And I beg you, all the handlers of big people must know this. Stick around, folks. When we come back, Talk Shop, where we tell the truth and let the chips fall where they may. Where truth, crash earth shall rise again. We'll talk about communications. We'll be right back.
Is it the luxurious rooms? Or the serene green surroundings? Is it the tempting swimming pool? Or the classy conference room? Or the cute gift shop? Maybe it's our chef's array of cooking delights. Whichever way, it's all about Cactus Creek. A most respected hotel. 055 039 5007.
Thank you, folks. You're back. And before we start talking about what I talked about, intent and impact, let me make a quick comment. You know, let me take an opportunity to welcome Stevie Wonder. Show it so loud, man. Stevie! Stevie Wonder is in Ghana now, and I saw that he has now been sworn, and he said a long time ago, about 3 years ago, he kept saying that he wants to be a citizen of Ghana. So he's back in Ghana, and he's actually been sworn in as a citizen of Ghana. That's right. So I say, Stevie Wonder, congratulations. And Stevie Wonder, welcome to Ghana. It's very, very good. Charlie, let me give you some small history. Maybe you don't know, before we talk about the communication, the impact and intent. Small history. Check this out. I was in the USA as far back as 79. And I remember, even at that time, there was an intensive lobby that Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King, I hope you do. If you don't, I'm going to go back to SHS. At least it's free. If you don't know about Martin Luther King and Pacho, go back to SHS. Or simply Google Martin Luther King, one of the greatest civil rights leaders in the US. Okay, so I'm talking about way back, since 79, long ago when I was in the US, there was a lobby, an intense lobby that Martin Luther King has done so much for the USA. He was an African American or black civil rights leader. Why so much for the USA that there was an active campaign that his birthday should be declared a national holiday in the US of A. That was the lobby. I'm saying Martin Luther King had done so well. His history, the impact, his contribution to the civil rights in the USA was so intense that they were pleading with the US government that they should recognize his birthday as a federal holiday in the US of A. And in 1980, Stevie Wonder, Stevie, kudos to you. In 1980, Stevie Wonder created an album called, I think it's called Hotter Than Summer or something. And on that album, Stevie Wonder composed this birthday song. And the birthday song was part of the lobby that was pressuring the US government to make Martin Luther King's birthday a holiday. That Patrol, when you go to birthday parties, you hear that song, Happy Birthday to you. Happy birthday, my boy. No more every birthday party I've been to, when it's time for the birthday, whatever, to cut the cake, that's the song you hear. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Do you know the history of that song? Stevie Wonder created that song as part of the movement to make sure that Martin Luther King's date of birth becomes a national holiday in the US. He made that song in 1980. Guess what? In 1986, President Ronald Reagan, who was then the president of the US, decided that yes, January 15th will be a holiday in memory of Martin Luther King. Yes. And once he made that declaration, that song just blew up. Happy birthday. So every party you go to, not only in America, Ghana, one time I called party with Chebi. Happy birthday to you. Opa kwa juso, opa kwa yi, for whatever to choke. No, birthday. Happy birthday to you. Well, folks, in case you didn't know, that song was made by Stevie Wonder. And for Stevie Wonder to say that Ghana is my home, next time I'll tell you why Stevie Wonder picked Ghana as his home. And to come to Ghana and officially be sworn as a citizen of Ghana. Take a look at this.
Swear solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of Ghana, and I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. Congratulations, sir.
First of all, the certificate of registration is a citizen. Congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. That was Stevie Wonder being sworn as a citizen of this country. And he has done a lot. actually was instrumental in Martin Luther King's birthday becoming a reality in the United States of America. So now that it's in Ghana, this is all I have to say. This is a big deal for Ghana. Massa, CNN, BBC, they are all announcing it. This is one of the biggest international news headlines in the world. That the legend Stevie Wonder has chosen Ghana to be his home. And show some love for Ghana, man. Show some freaking love for Ghana. And he has chosen Ghana to be his home. This is big. All I'm hoping is Ghana for don't just take this opportunity to, oh, Stevie, he's been sworn as a citizen of Ghana. Oh, only President Kodidi. I say photo opportunities. I am telling you, if we know the value of this for the Ghana Tourism Authority, and I think they know. I know Mr. Kwesi Sapon very, very well. He's the CEO of the Ghana Tourism Authority. Very, very knowledgeable and very, very much inclined to this whole return issue. But I'm saying if we don't underestimate the value of this, if we Ghanaians decide to capitalize on Stevie Wonder's, not only his presence, but to go as far as becoming a citizen of this country, you have no idea commercially the value of what that will do for Ghana, man. Show some love to Ghana again, man. You have no idea. But as typical Ghanaians, you know, the parents were swear in, I swear no, a citizen. As typical Ghanaians, that is what we may choose to do. But let me advise all our musicians, especially creative artists, please link up with this legend. On your birthday song, no. Find a way to link up with him. Do a collaboration. Can you imagine, let's say, the Ghana Symphony Orchestra collaborates with Stevie Wonder to do some song? No more record that song, no. This was the first song done in Ghana when Stevie Wonder became a citizen of Ghana. He did that in collaboration with the Ghana Symphony Orchestra. Charlie, that song go blow. It go blow. Or forget about the Ghana Symphony Orchestra. Anybody. Rex Omar, my good friend, you are Pan-African, so you need that form. You know, who are the positions out there? Chateaus, Sarkodios, Becker, whoever you are out there. You know, Kidios. But all I'm saying is this, very simple. You music industry, rise education. I swear. If you get the knowledge to do a collaboration with Stevie Wonder, that he has now become a citizen of Ghana, and this is what the Ghanaian music industry has done with Stevie Wonder to create something new. Your PG English, it go blow. It go freaking blow. To the point that you guys cry, but confuse more. So Mpacho, don't just swear him as a citizen and then go to sleep. There's work to be done after the swearing in. The only thing I suggest is that not only the music industry, but the creative artist industry should take advantage of this. This is valuable, more valuable than you can think of. Okay? Shut up for Stevie Wonder one more time. All right. Finally, let me tell you this. I'm not the only president, Bawumia, you are the vice. And then all of those who want to be president, Mahama, whoever wants to be president, please take this advice. When it comes to communication, the worst thing, Pacho Muntio, the worst thing any president can do is that you make a statement and then days later you have to come up and retract the statement or explain what you meant by that statement. It happens a lot. But I want you to know that when it happens, you should know that your communication department has failed. I mean, Kabio, any president, any corporate, anybody listening to me, when you make a statement And then you have to come back later to explain what you said. It means you failed. Okay? And now the president says this, and then after the president says this, then you turn on the TV, and then you see all the Minister of Information or all the other people trying to explain what the president has said. Part of the president, and yes, I know, this is what he meant. We experience that all the time. We recently explained that with Bawumia himself. When it came to taxes on churches, and it says on your bar, churches shouldn't pay taxes. As a matter of fact, churches should be paid money and all of that. And it was taking some way. He came back and said, oh, Charlie, you guys, you don't understand me. I was only joking. You know what I'm saying? Let me grow. Now, I work up. The boss who Bawumia. Udiagra, let it come out in the communication. Say, I grow now. Point number one. Let it come out. It's part of your communication to let the people understand. Say, oh, now I grow now. But don't say something seriously. Like you said the last time. Let's listen to what you said.
Then the question is church and taxes. Are we going to tax churches? My view on this is simple. In fact, that's why I say that if you share a Juma church, in fact, we should rather be paying them rather than they paying us. Unless you don't understand the work the church has done. If you're looking at the buildings, the way they try to keep the society together, the church, the universities, the hospitals, the schools, it's massive. It's just massive. Many churches have hundreds of schools. Massive. So I don't see, and I will not have a situation where we are taxing the churches. We rather want to give churches incentives.
Anybody listening to that will take it serious. And then after that, and you come and say, oh, I was only joking. Listen to this.
So at that point, I was joking. And I said, oh, people are talking about taxing churches. I don't believe, and we will not tax churches. Because if you look at the work the churches have done, then I was joking, then maybe we should have actually paid them for what they did, not really trying to tax them. But I wasn't really saying we should pay churches, no.
All I'm saying is this, with Patrol, please, communicators, those of you around the president, or around the corporate president, whoever you are, anybody should listen to this lesson and apply it in their lives. You don't even have to be a president, though. You just have to be somebody who wants to communicate well. The two things important in any communication. And Patrol, write this down. Later you can come and pay me. But I mean, we're free education. The two things important in communication. Number one is the intent of the communication. Patrol Munchro, intent. I-N-T-E-N-T. Munchro. Number two, the impact of the communication. Munchro, impact. I-M-P-A-C-T. Now listen to this. The intent of the communication can be say, oh, I want to tell Ghanaians this and that and that. That is the intent of the communication. These are the specific things I want to tell Ghanaians. Okay? However, depending on how you phrase these things, even though the intent was that this is what I want to tell Ghanaians, the impact can be totally different. So this guy, this is what he's saying. You see, you have the intent of what you want to communicate. But you communicate or miscommunicate in such a way that even though this is what you want to communicate, you said it so bad that the impact of the communication was wrong. So this is what you said, but this is how the people received it. So when the people don't receive it well and they start communicating, then your communication people have to come and say, oh, Pacho, that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant. This is what he really actually wanted to say. Folks, all of you, right now, Mr. President, you are in power, so I'm talking to you. Vice President, you are the vice, so I'm talking to you. If ever you want to communicate, and the intention of your communication does not sync with the impact of what you want to tell the people, then you have failed in communication. Communication 101, what's your F? The intent and the impact should synchronize. I have come to tell the people of Ghana, say what we need is hard work, what we need is sacrifice. This is what we need, bam, 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 bam. The impact of that message to the Ghanaian will say, hey, Charlie, the president said we should sacrifice, so the president said we should work hard, oh. The president said we should, it means that the intent and the impact have synchronized. But if you want to tell Ghanaians that you want them to sacrifice, you want them to be more active and productive, however, you deliver it in such a way that they think, say, the president will cry, then no can. Do you know how productive we've been? What are you talking about? Then simply your communication has failed. And it happens all the time. It happens all the time. How many times, and you tell me, hasn't the president spoken? And after that, the Minister of Information will come and tell us what he really meant. That's one of the most annoying things that I hear or I live to experience. The president has spoken. Wakasewi. We read your kind. The president has spoken. Hopefully he has been specific enough, detailed enough to tell us what he wants. After that, the people receive it the wrong way for some reason. So the Minister of Information has to come back and say, oh, you people, that is not what the president meant, oh. This is what he wanted to say. Come on, man. If you are the president or the vice or the leader of any organization, now and then somebody has to come and explain, oh, that's not what he meant, or this is what he actually wanted to say. You have failed as a communicator. Completely. So, my dear friends, Mr. President, Mr. Vice, to all those who are aspiring to be president, to all those who are aspiring for some public position to occupy, let me tell you this. When you're communicating, the premier thing is let your intent synchronize with the impact. Simple issue. What was the president's intent when he saw the chief were Krabia say, sorry, sorry? What was the intent? Was it to tell him, say, Charlie, we share president, they are sorry? I don't know. What was his intent? Was it to tell him that, Charlie, in this case that we are in, I am the superior authority, and so you should recognize my superiority by standing up, or by me instructing to standing up? Was that the intent? I don't know what the intent was. But what was the impact? The impact was a bad fallout. Everybody talking, oh, Debbie, in Kanso, yes, sir. President, they want to me, oh, sorry. See. The intent and the impact completely different. So, whoever you are, as you are communicating, don't only think about the intent of the communication in a woman, but think about, say, communication man, what likely impact will it have on the people? See what I'm saying? So this brings out so many issues. And Addo, can we tell Ochihni to stand up? And now Kumasi, and you saw that something, would you have instructed that something to stand up? I don't know. So this, when you're communicating, is a point where you should know that what you're doing, whatever the intent of what you have is going to have a very, very different impact on the people. Rule 1 in communication. But what they free advice, you can criticize me all you want. And I started last week, you know, what I've told you, you can take it if you want. Or you can disregard it and say, we're NDC. So fine. Fine. You know, you go ahead and do what you want to do, thinking it's the best thing to do. Part show, it's all in your hands. All I can do is to give you free advice. Mr. Nanado, you're leaving. So whatever you want to do, but still, you want to hand over to Bawumia, who's your chosen candidate. So whatever you're doing, the intent of whatever you're doing, what impact is it going to have on the person you want to hand over to? Just think about that. Me dem can review. Say me dem minye. Matthias say me dem minye. Whatever you want to brand me as is your problem. And you, Dr. Bawumia, please. The title doctor is a small thing. And you are a doctor. And believe it or not, Dr. Bawumia, Nalado introduced you as the savior of our economy. If you want me to play clips, I will. But for now, you were coming to save the economy, for which we all heralded you in as an economic whiz-kid. And that's how you were introduced. Okay? So that's how you came in, and that's how we respected you too. In your communication, as wanting to be president, tell your minders, those who are close to you, those who love you, those who advise you listen to, because they are the ones guiding you. Let them know the intent of whatever communication you're issuing, so that the impact will not be different. That's it all. The intent of your communication with the Bono Nursing Training Association was that you're going to tell them that you are going to give them the allowances, and you have been the one to give them the allowances, and that your opponent that didn't even believe allowances. That was the intent. But what was the impact? The impact was like, but what is this man talking about? For the last 3 years, we haven't received any allowances. So what is the man talking about? So Honorable Dr. Bawumia, you see where the intent and the impact clash? Now, I don't know whether to tell you that you are wrong, or whether to tell those of you who are your minders that they messed up. I wish I didn't have to use the word messed up, but the word I want to use, I can't use on TV. So the background is a messed up. But if, as in the beginning, I told you, your minders, and please, MPP is in power, so I'm talking to them directly. But every political party, listen to me. Whoever your minders are, listen to me. It applies to all of you. Okay? When your communication and the impact are on two opposing sides, you end up losing. I don't care what the people say, Honorable Bawumia Bosu. It doesn't look very, very well for you that you went to promise this allowance thing, and you had a student coming to ask you a question that ended up embarrassing not only you, but your whole party. So sitting on the sidelines, I'll tell you, please, your minders, if you are gone ahead of time, do a recce. Just interact with the students. Find out where their minds are, what they are thinking. Based on that data that you collect from the students, you can come and advise your candidates. Actually, we have talked to them. This is what is on their mind. So approach it this way, approach it that way. And then you approach it that way, and then we see. I'm wrapping up, folks. Next week, we'll be coming up with more. But today, I just decided to spend some more time on those of you who are around the president. And also to let the presidents understand, not only the president, so the president, vice president, head of Huan, all of you that are listening, those in power now, those who want to get to power, believe me, the closest people around you can be the most dangerous. I'm telling you, they will urge you on. Oh, Nana, catch on. We a show boy. Catch on. Let them know. They have to understand. Say, the same people. How me know? This is what worries me. The same people, they go out there in the public and they don't defend you. But this one and I said this. This one and I said this. They go there and present you as somebody who doesn't listen. Or Nana doesn't listen to me. I've been saying repeatedly. So please, Mr. President, and please other parties, Kofi Kranting, Mahama, we have been the president before, so I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. And all the others, please listen to those of us who are outside, who are pointing the way to you, who are allegedly critics, who allegedly have paymasters. Mechanic Credo. I'm telling you the truth though. You can take that. What KSM said is very true. Let me do this thing. Let me accept what he said. Or let me just assume that KSM has a paymaster and we're catching him to hell with him and his paymaster. At the end of the day, we'll see who will be in hell, whether me or my paymaster, whoever they may supposed to be. Folks, Makasebi, we're back again next time with another edition of Talk Shop. Note that on this platform, I don't know if you see. On this platform, I always say this, that when KSM speaks, people listen. On the other platform though, which is the KSM show, the slogan there is, when people talk, KSM listens. On this platform there, when KSM talks, people listen. I just want to set that straight. So media Mabeka say, you can take it, you can leave it, you can decide say chale, KSM wakanya sasemo mefa, or KSM waka Jimmy sem, okasa for the paymaster me fa. But here's me, Uber 4, 1 4 is up to you. All I can say is that truth crashed to earth shall rise again. See you next time.